Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, as you can see by what we've got on my desk here, we're going to be taking a look at some more laptops. Now these laptops were given to me by somebody that I know, and they wanted me to of course go through and wipe all of their data off of these machines, kind of similar to what happened with the previous laptop haul that I did, which was of those two Dell Inspiron laptops and that MacBook Pro. But this time it's all Windows-based machines, and these machines are actually, at least they appear to be, a little bit newer. A couple of these have Windows 8 stickers on the bottom of them, and two of them, actually these two in the center right here, which are sandwiched in between these two, are actually, at least they appear to be from the front, identical. I don't know what the specifications are, but we're going to be figuring all of that out in this video. So I'm gonna just briefly go through each one of these laptops. Alright, so this Toshiba laptop is a Satellite L655 S5153. And from what I can tell with the manual that I just pulled up on my computer, it has a copyright date of 2011, so it was probably around that time that this machine was released. So inside here you can see that, well, first of all, the entire frame is made out of plastic. You see we have an Intel Pentium inside sticker here, Windows 7 and Energy Star. It's got a full-size keyboard, it's got two speakers up here at the top, your power button in the center. It also comes with a web camera. I'll go ahead and just lift the camera up so you can see that. It's got a webcam up there. There's also a sticker advertising Skype. So right here on the left side we have an Ethernet port, VGA, as well as an eSATA port, which is pretty nice. There's not really anything on the back except for on the bottom here, which again I'm not going to show you. There is a latch to remove the user replaceable battery. You can see that, oh, they actually haven't taken off these stickers here, or the little protective plastic things on the hinge here. I'll go ahead and just leave those on for now. On the right side we've got two USB ports, and we have our DVD drive as well as our power plug, which actually appears to be somewhat damaged, at least on the exterior. See, there's like a chip there that has been taken out, probably from repeatedly plugging in and unplugging the power adapter. So here's the moment of truth. Let's see if we can actually get, or if I have one of these adapters that will work with this thing. What this is it is a Belkin universal laptop power adapter. I will leave a link to this down below because this thing has come in handy for me when I get laptops like this and I need to see if they work or not, because a lot of the machines that I do find don't come with power adapters. So to have something like this is very useful. So we'll go ahead and just try. Are you kidding me? The first one I try is actually going to be the one that works. It does seem like it's a little bit loose. Alright, so yeah, the machine does not appear to be powering on, but I'm thinking that has something to do with the power plug being too loose. So I actually went and grabbed another universal power adapter that I have. This one is made by Targus, and I found a adapter on here. I'll go ahead and just plug it in. That definitely, it fits much better. So I'm going to plug this one into here. So there we go. Yep, that's all it was. So we just needed to change the power adapter to something that would actually fit the thing much better. So let's go ahead and take a look at what specifications that we got. So we've got an Intel Pentium CPU, the P6200, clocked at 2.13 gigahertz. It looks like we have a Western Digital 320 gig drive. It's a Western Digital 320 gig. I believe this just came with a regular hard drive. Yeah, this is a 5400 RPM drive too, according to the specifications sheet. So that is going to be a super slow drive. And then we have a TS-ST Corp CD/DVD drive there in the optical disk drive. We also have 4 gigs of RAM, so that's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and actually see if we can boot into Windows here. So it's detected a CMOS battery failure. Okay, so that might need to be replaced. And we're resuming Windows, so this thing actually, I mean, I don't know when it was last used, but it's actually going to attempt at least to resume the state that it was booted up. Alright, so I'm obviously not going to show you any of the previous owner's files and documents, because, well, I'm just not going to do that. But you can see that there are a couple of different programs on here. We've got the Minecraft launcher, we've got the Technic launcher, we have the Rhapsody music player, which is actually opened up, And if we go into the start menu here, you see we've got Kaspersky Internet Security. We've got some games like War Thunder, OpenOffice. So yeah, this thing does run Windows 7 Service Pack 1. I did check in the computer settings. So the thing works. That is pretty awesome. We'll go ahead and just power this down because I do want to get on to the other computers. Alright, next up we're going to be taking a look at the twin HP laptops. These do appear to be identical. Of course, what's on the inside, which would be, the specifications and what version of Windows that these are running, could be different. One of these might have been upgraded, one of these might not have been upgraded, but they do both. I'll go ahead and flip this over here to show you on the bottom. These do both have a Windows 8 sticker right there. This one also has it as well. These are pretty thin computers. These are definitely much newer than that Toshiba one over there. There does appear to be some damage on the side here. You can see that it's kind of, got some chips down there. There's a dent, appears to be, like right there under this USB port. But we've got an HDMI port. This is on the left side. We've got an HDMI port, 2 USB 3.0 ports. We've got a SD card reader, some indicator lights there. Flipping it over to the other side, we have the power port, the Ethernet port, a regular USB 2.0 port, and a headphone jack right there. This does not have a CD drive. It's got that Ethernet jack that when you actually plug the cable in, this thing will go down like that to house the cable. My Acer laptop actually has that same thing, so that's pretty neat. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to find a adapter. I guess I'm only gonna be able to power on one of these, unless both of these laptop adapter kits has like the same one. So let's see here if I have an adapter that will fit these things. Try this one. No, that's way too big. No, that's too big. Yeah, we unfortunately don't have a adapter for which is crazy because I thought for sure that these would have a adapter to work on most of these computers. This is the closest one that we get. It goes in, but it doesn't go in all the way. I'd have to force it in there, which you never want to do. So that's unfortunate. We're not going to be able to take a look at either of these computers. While it's open here, let's take a look at the inside. This does have Beats Audio. You can see right up there, it's got the Beats Audio sticker. There's also a Beats logo on the bottom side. We've got your trackpad here. We've got your keyboard. There's an AMD A10 sticker over here on the right. If you can see that there, it's definitely moved from its original location, which was probably up here. This definitely feels like it's made of much higher quality materials than that Toshiba one over there. So I'll go ahead and set that one aside. Let's take a look at the one on the bottom, see if anything on the inside is different. So it looks like we've got, of course, the same layout because these do appear to be like identical computers. We've got that A10 sticker over there, and on the left side here, we have the actual spec sticker that HP usually puts on the inside of their computers. Well, a lot of different laptop manufacturers do this, at least at this time. So this is the HP Envy M6 sleeve book. You apparently could get a free 50 gig lifetime cloud storage from Box. It comes with Beats Audio, style and power on the go. I'm going to go ahead and actually, if this one doesn't power on, which yeah, it doesn't appear that it's going to, I'm going to look up this model number here and see what specifications that these computers came with. Alright, so I checked the model number of both of these computers and they do appear to be exactly the same. They do have the exact same model number, so I'm just going to go ahead and read off the specifications since we unfortunately can't boot these up. So both of these have an AMD A10 5745M that is clocked at 2.1 gigahertz, but it has a max turbo speed of 2.9 gigahertz, so almost 3 gigahertz, which is pretty nice. It's a quad-core CPU. It has 4 megabytes of L2 cache. These are, of course, 64-bit. It has 6 gigabytes of RAM by default, but you could upgrade that all the way to 16 gigabytes. So you could add another 10 gigs of RAM to either of these machines, which is pretty cool. That is DDR3. It's a 1333 megahertz RAM, and these do not have a full 1080p display. They have a 1366 by 728, so just a little bit over 720p. Which is still, not the best, but it is pretty decent. This machine it came out, let's see here, I'm trying to find the release date. It does come with Windows 8, so it's obvious that it was probably around 2012. I mean, 2012 is the earliest that it could have been released. Alright, so I wasn't able to find the release date of the laptop itself, but the CPU that these laptops use was released in 2013. So that's kind of what I thought, because Windows 10 Windows 8 came out in around 2012. So that's how old that these machines are. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, but we're not going to be able to take a look at them just because I don't have a working power adapter. So these are the ones that I really wanted to take a look at the most because they appear to be the newest ones and they appear to be the nicest, I mean, at least the highest quality machines out of the bunch here. So let's move on to our last laptop for the day here. This is a compact computer, and this one on the inside is definitely in the worst shape out of all of them. You can see here that there's just a ton of stuff going on in here. There's some dirt, grime, there's an Apple sticker over there, but this one is definitely in the worst shape. This one definitely saw some heavy use. So I'll go ahead and close it up here to kind of get that out of the way. Let's take a look at what ports we have on the side here. So this is on the left side. We've got your power port, VGA, Ethernet, USB. It looks like there's an insert for an HDMI port, but it just wasn't included on this specific model. And on the right side, we've got your DVD drive. We have 2 USB ports, a modem port, which is interesting, and your Kensington lock. So this computer actually has a Windows Vista Home Basic sticker on the bottom here. So this is definitely the oldest one out of the bunch. I'm not going to show you that, of course, because there is a product key that could still be useful, even though Windows Vista is out of support. So let's see if this one, if I have a working power adapter that I can use. This one definitely has a larger charging port on the side here. This is definitely much larger. So let me try to use one of the larger adapters that I have. Okay, again, first try. This is definitely a very snug fit. So let's just go with that one. Of course, if it doesn't work, we can always change it over to another one. So go ahead and plug this into the actual power adapter. These are always fun to do. Go ahead and plug that one in. Light came on immediately right there, so that is a good sign. So okay, well, the key to press was the escape key to boot into the BIOS, but you can see that the escape key is completely ripped out of the entire computer. There's not even like the little membrane bubble thing that you can still press to actually make contact. The entire thing, let me just zoom in on it to show you what I mean. It's just completely ripped out. There's no sign of like a membrane piece there at all. That is definitely not going to work, so that is unfortunate. It just went ahead and it started loading up Windows Vista. You can see there's our wonderful, very minimalist boot screen there. So let's see what is on this thing. I don't think that I've ever actually used Home Basic, so let's see what limitations that we have on here. Now, I'm not going to show you, again, any of the personal data. There were some full names on the desktop. There were some personal documents. Obviously, I'm not going to be showing any of that in this video, so I've opened up this control panel window to block all that out. So these are the system specifications. This is running Windows Vista Home Basic. This is a compact Presario CQ60 notebook PC. It's got a 3.0 Windows Experience Index. It's got an AMD Sempron processor at 2.1 gigahertz and 3 gigs of RAM, and this is only a 32-bit OS. You see that they actually have a custom pointer going on here. They did change the pointer to something more animated, which is pretty cool. One thing that you may also notice is that the screen resolution is not maxed out. I'm going to try to actually max that out here. We'll go into personalize. Yeah, this is 1280 by 768 right now, but you can see that like right here where my finger is where the actual bezel for the laptop is, but then it's got this additional, you can see that there's 2 black bars on both sides, so kind of like a software bezel, if that makes any sense, but it's definitely just a resolution issue. So let's see if we can bump this up to 1360 by 768. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we're at 1360 by 768. That is pretty much it, guys. Man, they've got this like toolbar all the way over here. You can see that it's already stacking the Windows Explorer windows on top of each other. So we'll go ahead and set that way over there like it usually is. But there you have it, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to be spending too much time on each of these computers. This video's, I think it's been recording for like 30, yeah, over 40 minutes. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of, cutting of the video to edit it down to something that's a little bit more watchable. So there you have it, guys. That was a quick, brief look. At least I hope it was quick and brief. A look at these 4 laptop computers here. Yeah, it is a little bit of a bummer that we weren't able to get these two. And there's my chair. It's a little bit of a bummer we weren't able to get both of these computers here to work, the 2 HPs. But hopefully this made for a fun and interesting video nonetheless. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed this one. If you did, and there I go, dropping the adapter here. If you did, definitely be sure to leave it a thumbs up. There goes the chair again. Leave it a thumbs up. Be sure to get subscribed down below, and turn on channel notifications if you haven't already to get notified whenever that I upload new videos on this channel, which I do every single week. And be sure to leave me a comment down below letting me know what you guys think of these computers. Which one of these would you guys pick to use? I know the answer is probably going to be this HP one here because it is the best and newest one out of the bunch. But yeah, be sure to leave me any thoughts, questions, suggestions that you guys have. I always enjoy reading what you guys have to say. And as always, I just want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.